Here we are again. I want to make sure everybody knows how to wash Mary Christine Bodywear suits. So we're going to do Savannah's suit now, and this is one of the high-end bikinis. So people that get high-end bikinis tend to be afraid to wash them because they paid so much money, and what if I lose a crystal? It's very rare that you lose a crystal on one of my suits because I don't hot set them. I use a rubberized glue. So one of the things about the rubberized glue is things can tend to stick, and all you got to do is pull it apart. I already pulled this one apart, and I should have waited to show you. So what we're going to do, because she's got the connectors, this is a hologram fabric. So Brooke's suit was a lycra with nothing on it. I do have available all the hologram colors. The problem with holograms is it is a laminate over the top of lycra. And anytime that you have something made with laminate over the top of lycra, you need to be extremely careful how you wash them, even mine. Because more oil from the skin, and if it's washed in warm water, this laminate is going to come off. And I have had a girl that she rented the suit from somebody rented the suit from her, and they must have washed it or scrubbed it in warm water or something, but she had a big, huge, about that big, of no hologram left, and she can't ever wear the suit again because there's nothing you can do about it. So you must be careful with the hologram laminates. So again, we're going to take ice cold water. We're going to put enough in there to set the suit. And we're going to set the suit in here gently. Now the laminate's not going to come off as long as I don't rub anything. So you have to be a little bit more careful with these just to sploosh them. And then we're taking my favorite woolite. And again, you can use whatever you want as far as a liquid detergent. Not much is really going to hurt it, but the woolite is what I recommend because it's for those soft fabrics. So if we get close up here and look into the water, this one had a lot of stuff on it. You couldn't really even see how shimmery it was with the green laminate over. What color was this? This was green over blue, so it makes it look like a mermaid. So this one is pretty clean underneath, but all of you girls get a little bit of crotch stain. So we take a toothbrush and just brush in one direction under the water. And especially you people that rent suits out, this is extremely important. Because hygiene is important when you are trying to make money renting suits. You see how simple that was? Everything is nice and clean. And make sure that there's no brown up here from glue. This looks pretty clean. Never use the brush on the outside fabric. That is an absolute no-no. Now she's got some booby stain here. But this is a lining, and it's a very light fabric, so you're going to end up with that stain not coming all the way out. But it's the lining. It doesn't matter. It's not stinky. It's not gross. So it'll just stay that way. Because they happen to put so much tan on their boobies. And mine, if you're wondering, these have pockets to put silicone boobies in. And most of my ready-to-wear, all of my ready-to-wears have those, and you have the option if you have implants to cut them out. So now we're going to get rid of this coffee-looking water. Put some more ice-cold water in here. We're going to get a little bit more brown. And just swoosh around gently. You spend a lot of money on these, so you got to treat them like gentle pets. And one more time. Okay, no scrubbing, no rubbing. And no more brown water. is a bikini with connectors. Any suits that have connectors, we're just placing it on a towel. You don't wring it out, you don't shake it out, you just gently place it on a towel. Having the hologram side up. And what we have to do here, because of the connectors, and they're all cheap, even though they look gorgeous, it's just a fact. Nobody can say otherwise because they're lying. They're pretty, but most of them are cheap. If you look closely at this one, you'll see where the white is around the crystals. That's because my rubberized glue is white until it dries, and so when it dries it's clear. So don't freak out if you see that white, because as soon as it dries it's clear again. Now we have to address the connectors, because all of these connectors have cups that the crystals sit in, and then they've got the prongs that hold it. You have to put an air can and blow that out, otherwise it will rust. And there's a lot of water that comes out. You can see if I dry my hand and then I grab this connector, see all the water coming on my fingers from blowing this. We've got some pretty teeny cups too. So you just make sure that you get this nice and blown out. Same with the shoulder connectors. Every single connector needs to be blown out if you love your suit. Because when it rusts, it will weaken them. And they're already pretty weak. So if you don't blow that out and it gets rusty, it could very easily break on you on stage in front of the entire audience. I don't know, maybe some people would want that. And the same with the back ones, but we can end it here because, don't close it yet. We can end it here because you know to do these also. And then you just let this lie for a little bit, let it soak up some water, and then you can lay it over a plastic hanger, and then we're fine. And that covers all of the styles of my suits. So make sure you follow the rules, because it's going to be your own fault if you screw it up. Signing out, Mary Christine Bodywear.